Hey everybody, it's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. Super excited tonight. Got the gift pack. This is something that Top Shot's handed out to I think most users who have been online with Top Shot over the last month that have participated in sales in the marketplace. I think there were a few things there that you had to kind of cover off on to get this pack, but it's pretty cool, pretty exciting to be able to get something, for one for free is nice, but also I think the challenge and the individual players included as part of the gift set are exciting too. So before we get into the pack opening, which I know we're all excited about, I wanted to just kind of take a minute to use one of the third-party tools that are out there to highlight a couple undervalued players that I feel like are hanging out in the marketplace. For someone like me, I'm kind of coming at this Top Shot game with a limited budget. I'm basically limiting myself on purpose to only use funds that I've made through sales of other moments. So, I'm definitely balling on a budget here. I'm just trying to find a few kind of guys here and there, a few moments here and there that I think are smart buys and have some serious upside. So I wanted to take a minute before we get into the pack opening to show you a few of these. And by no means am I an investment expert or a Top Shot expert or anything like that. But I am a basketball fan, and I have taken the time to kind of look at this a little bit. So let's dive into it. So let's switch off this pack screen for a second, and let's go over to Evaluate Market, which is a great tool. The guys that Evaluate Market have done an awesome job, and this is actually through their Discord channel. I'm able to get access to a version that's a little bit more updated and new with some new features. So it's pretty cool, but I'm going to actually spend more time on the tool itself in a future video. But for now, I just want to call out 3 players that I feel like, again, are undervalued right now, and I'll tell you why. So the first one is Eric Paschall, and I'm specifically going to go to the moment from Series 1. It's a dunk moment. It's his first moment on Top Shot. And the reason why, you can see a few stats about here. The moment itself, just the player's name. Its circulating count is 2,767. Number of moments that are still possibly in packs, some number of moments that are used. And if we scroll down below here, we'll see kind of the trend of sales. If we follow this line up, you'll see a spike, probably, driven by a lot of new users joining Top Shot, but also driven by some of the information that started to get out there about rookie badges. And I actually have that blog post open because I want to call that out. So you can see, a little bit up and down if you follow the trend line there, and you can see the volume activity has definitely died down since, I would say, mid-January into February. And if I scroll through here, some of the most recent transactions, you can see this particular moment is hovering around, outside of some of the higher serial numbers, hovering around $45, $50, which if we take a second and hop over to the NBA Top Shot blog, the blog post specifically about rookie badges, they do call out 3 specific badges, or at least different types of maybe factors, they call it, that will either be on top of the same rookie badge, or we're not exactly sure if this is going to be separate badges applied to the moment or all one badge that looks slightly different. But regardless, we'll find that out when the time comes, and there's no firm timeline on when these are going to be applied back, but they will be retroactively applied back to moments from Series 1 and Series 2. But if I go over and read this here, we can see that some of the factors that are going to be included on what type of badge is applied is this moment from the player's rookie year. And that would be the case here. Eric Paschall, rookie, drafted 2019-2020 season. This is definitely a moment. Series 1 would be from his rookie year. The next one was this moment from the player's NBA debut game. In this case, it is not from the debut game, so it's not going to have that. But was this moment minted in the player's rookie year? Yes. So not only is it from his year, but this was minted during the season last year. And the reason why I don't call this out, because if you compare this to a lot of other rookies from not just Series 1, but Series 2 as well, and I think there's even a little bit of recency bias of kind of focusing on the marketplace seems to be focusing on and putting a premium on the rookies from this season. But if you go back and look at the rookies from last season, um, Eric Paschall is, he's not anywhere near the top of the food chain when it comes to comparing it to a Zion or a Ja or somebody else. But he is a player who's, he's averaging almost 10 points, 3 rebounds, some assists. But he's playing. The reason why I like the upside here is not just the price. It's definitely a much lower of a price for a Series 1 rookie moment compared to a lot of the other rookies out there, and especially really like this circulation count, this LE count being so low as it is. The other reason why I like this moment is because he plays on the Golden State Warriors, and Steph is just playing at an MVP level right now, and don't see any reason why that's not going to continue. And I really don't see any reason why the Warriors aren't going to be in the playoffs this year. And I really feel like once the playoffs roll around, and there's going to be so much more focus put on the games happening, in round one, round two, fewer games on TV, more focus on those teams that are in the playoffs, more focus on those players. I could see Paschall having a couple good games or a couple good moments within games, and then also potentially coinciding with rookie badges being applied to a moment like this, that the value on a player like this has a potential to shoot way up. If he has a monster game in the playoffs and there's a rookie badge applied here, and he's kind of stands out from some of the other rookies from the 2019 season that maybe aren't in the playoffs because they get drafted to a team that's not as good as the Warriors. I think there's some value to be had here. So that's why I chose him for the first one on my kind of like going in with a budget. Who's somebody that I could find to kind of highlight to say that I think there's some value. The next one I'm actually going to jump over here. Shouldn't be too surprising to anybody who's been kind of following the league, and I actually have the odds up here as well. It's Jeremy Grant on the Pistons. Jeremy Grant. These odds are a little bit outdated now. They're from early February, but still, I don't think there's been major movement here. Jeremy is, very much in the running for the Most Improved Player award this year. This guy, he's a journeyman. I mean, he's been around the league for, I want to say, at least 6 or 7 years. He's landed in Detroit for this season, but he's never played to this level before. At least in the opportunities that he's had in previous teams. The guy's averaging 23 points a game right now. 23, 5, call it 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He's really carrying this Detroit team, and he's probably going to win Most Improved Player. And he's got some moments out there. This is I picked a particular moment here from Series 1. Again, I'm trying to focus on Series 1 because I think the thing that's never going to be really replicated going forward is that such a low circulation count or like a LE final count on moments. With the increased user base of Top Shot, I don't see us going backwards, right? I don't see us starting to have more and more common moments that have such a low circulation count. That's just not going to happen. That's already been proven in Series 2 so far. So if you're able to kind of go back into Series 1 and find a player that you like that has potential to kind of continue to kind of, gain more momentum, in his career, and then have that affect the kind of the value on his moment. Here's another just a great example, I think, of a player that you can see here. If we go down to the average sale price trend line here, there was a spike. Again, I think this coincides with a lot of people joining the platform, and also, it's not a secret that he's, coming on as a good player this year. But overall, it's come down, and this is anywhere from 80 to 90 to $100 for a moment with such a low circulation count on this player. And even if we were to flip this over, he's got a couple moments from Series 1. If I take it, so there's two different dunk moments actually. You can see the separate dates here if I use this tool and I click on this second dunk moment from Series 1. The count does go up, but still, considering where we're at, 15,000 plus on a lot of Series 2 common moments, 2,438 is nothing. To be able to, and again, there's some spikes here. You can see some lower serial numbers going for a little bit higher, but overall, even compared to that first moment we looked at, this is way lower. And the price point is super affordable, I feel like. $45 to $50 if you're sticking in the higher serial number range. But again, with this circulation count, a higher serial number is still pretty. I mean, you have to compare it to, I guess, the moment that it is. But I think that's just he's a good player. He's showing he's an even better player than he's had the opportunity to show maybe previously. Another big value in my opinion. All right, the last one I'm going to highlight here is Hamidou Diallo. I believe I said that right, so I apologize if I screwed that up. This is the only kind of one that I'm going to call out. Again, I'm focusing on value that I'm seeing out there in common moments, things that, for someone like me and maybe for a lot of users, that's affordable and not really on the high end. He's only got one moment. It's a Series 2 moment. It is already capped at 12,000 for circulation count. There's been really no uptick in the sales price. The volume's been going down. There have been transactions recently for this moment for Diallo. $8 or $9, $10, maybe $11, $12. Nothing too crazy, but the reason why I call this out is this is I believe a second or third year player who's averaging 12, 13 points, call it 5 rebounds, 2 assists, but over the last dozen games is averaging double-digit points and is really just over the last, we'll call it from late January to now has just been a consistent scorer for Oklahoma City. And for a young player, it seems like he's really coming on. He's providing a huge amount of scoring for that team. I don't think the team has the biggest upside as far as long term for this year necessarily, but still someone that you could pick up a Diallo moment for really cheap. And I feel like there's whether it's something that you're looking to just hold on to and see how his play progresses over time, or if you're looking to potentially flip it maybe later this year or as the year is starting to wind down. I think he's only going to go up, and I feel like the marketplace hasn't caught on to the actual performance that he's had in the last month. So that's going to be it for my 3 picks for this week. I think this is going to become something that I do weekly. It's just try to find a hand of 2 or 3 affordable moments that I feel like have some really good upside. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments below, or leave a like if you agree or disagree. Like I said, I'm no expert. I'm just kind of a basketball fan who is keeping an eye on the games, watching as much as I can, but also keeping an eye on the marketplace, and luckily been able to use some of these cool tools that are out there to do some analysis. So, okay, with that said, now it's time. We've got the gift. We're ready. I'm ready. Again, this is something that NBA Top Shot really didn't have to do, but I really appreciate the thought that they put into this. You could tell it's not something that they just kind of threw out there. They're very specific with their kind of messaging and their blog posts about it. There's a challenge reward based on getting all of the gift moments. I believe there's 5 in total. Derrick Rose being the challenge reward, I should say. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I've managed to get one common pack in like the last 2 weeks, and that's about it. So packs have been hard to come by lately. I don't think that's any surprise to anyone who's been on the platform. But you know what? More than anything, I'm excited to hear the music here. What's this music going to be like? And hopefully, it's not going to blow everyone away when I open it. So let's click open pack. And I'll turn the music on quickly. Last time I tried this, it was way too loud, so let's see. Oh, oh. I'm saying oh because I didn't know that it was just the single moment. So I was maybe expecting like a 3 moment pack. Maybe I should have read that somewhere. But okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's listen. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. In case it was too loud, I'm just going to mute it again. That sounds like the regular moment, uh, common pack moment music. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe that's the case. So let's just, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. Let's see what we got. What we got? Oh, layup, comment. D'Angelo Russell. 1596 out of 8,888. I believe those are lucky numbers in Chinese culture. So I like that there's some new stats here. Not that they're populating, but that's cool. D'Angelo Russell, okay player. I think out of the other players that were available in as part of the gift, maybe not the one that I was hoping for, but I mean, uh, this is a free pack. I mean, you can't really complain. So, I'm definitely happy with that serial number. So, let's click through here. Um, Challenge requirement. So let's take a look. Let's click through. Notable pull, highest tier. Don't know what they mean by that. What if I click here? Let's see who else is involved in this challenge. Jimmy Butler. That's probably the one that I was hoping for. Either Jimmy or Donovan Mitchell were the two that I was most intrigued by. But C.J. McCollum, Donovan Mitchell, Rui Hachimura. Um, the gift challenge. Give and you shall receive. After the pass from Obi Toppin, Derrick Rose returns the favor with a midair no-look dime to the rookie for a thunderous slam. This is one-of-a-kind challenge reward from the Gift Series 2 set. Beat the clock and complete the challenge to earn this never-to-be-sold in packs moment from Derrick Rose's debut game in his return as a New York Knick. So that's actually pretty cool. First game back as a Knick. I'm sure it's a nice assist. Let's just see curiosity before we go today. Let's see what the Russell moment is selling for in the marketplace right now. And you know what? Let's check the Jimmy Butler one too. Lowest ask is 70. That's you know, I expect this to come down a little bit. And these prices are crazy. I mean, I understand that, it's exciting to get the gift and you might want to get the challenge reward. But this is still a common moment. I'd much rather spend a few $100s on either a rookie or going back through the marketplace and finding a rare moment that maybe is around this price point. But this, in my opinion, to spend $350 on a high serial number Jimmy Butler gift, you maybe could find something else in that to get with that price. Let's go. Let's check the D'Angelo Russell. If I go view available to sell here, okay, 59. Let's see. Let's check one more thing. Let's go back to our evaluate market here, and if I type in gift, will I get it? I will not. Let's see if I type in Russell. Here we go. Looks like a lot of people have been trying to flip these moments right away. 58, 60, 60. So like, high 50s, low 60s seems to be the average there. Again, some people are just going a little crazy, and I think it's almost a little bit of wanting to capture everything no matter the cost right at the back, because if you just look at the timestamp here, this must be right when the first people who were getting their gift packs were immediately posting them on the marketplace, because seems pretty early on. But cool. Interesting stuff. So, all right. All right. All right. It's a nice layup, though. I think that's going to do it for me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed some of the analysis, the insights, and a few people that I'll pick out. This is going to definitely try to be a weekly thing where I spend some time in the marketplace or on some of the, whether it's intangible market or evaluate market, and digging into some players that I feel like have some future value. Keeping in mind, I'm going to be coming at all of this from someone who's on a really tight budget perspective. So where are these, slightly underpriced moments that we can kind of pick up and hold on to because there's going to be future value, or pick up with the intention to flip sometime either immediately or later this year. So again, I think that's going to do it for me. If you like the video, please just drop a like, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. But let's get some likes going on this video. Hammer that like button, all right? Thanks again. I'm out. Peace.